Parents storm the court, coaches losing control, a referee escorted out by police. These aren't isolated incidents anymore. They're becoming part of too many of our games. We ask athletes to perform under pressure, stay composed, be disciplined, but somehow along the way, we stopped asking it of ourselves as parents and as coaches. Because every game teaches us all something. The lesson isn't always about teamwork or resilience. Sometimes it's about how the game can turn into something bad, or we just need to do something different. And when they do, it's not about the game anymore. It's about the people inside it. We demand excellence from athletes. Isn't it time we begin to ask it from ourselves? Here we begin to look at some of what it costs us as human beings. And I got my man, Jesse Mills, on the
What's happening?
in the Black and White Table Talk. Welcome, Jesse. How you doing, bro?
Appreciate you, man.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Everything been okay?
Everything is what it is, bro.
I want you to introduce yourself and give me a little bit of your, I call it a resume for sports you officiated and all that stuff.
This guy is hilarious. But yeah, I did basketball. I worked with you. Started out with you and Tim. Basketball was a love for me because I played the game, know the game, so that's why I went to that side.
Yeah.
Baseball was my thing. I was really good at baseball. I played minor league ball.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and once I realized there was no future in that, had to be a hard-working American.
I understand.
Take care of family.
We got to do it.
But,
and this avocation has helped to do that, right?
True.
Yeah. So you've been officiating for what, 20 years now?
I'm going to say 20,
15?
16.
15, 16?
17 years.
What do you do? Softball, baseball?
I do the fast pitch, bro. I do like the 60 plus up miles per hour pitch. Like people scared to stand in the box because that thing coming so hot.
Yeah, and the umpires don't like being in the box if they got a bad catcher, right?
You're right about that, but I love being back there, boy, because I used to show out. I was animated.
Oh, yeah.
I was animated. Hey, the same way you do that charge call, when you do, the charge, that strike 3 call was critical.
You pumped it up.
I made it a show.
Yeah.
And then when they pitched that strike 3 call, I paused with it, and everybody anticipating that call, and I finally bust out with it.
I want to see you. Do you mind mimicking that call right now? Could you do that for us? Right?
Would you animate? I don't mind at all.
Okay. Show us your strike 3. Let me just pretend like I'm throwing one at you.
I'm gonna hit, and I'll be like, you hit, and I'll be like, strike. Next. Coach got on me for that. He'd be like, you chewing up my players. I was like, I'm just, hey, what you want me to do?
So have you been doing baseball as long as you've been doing basketball?
No, I didn't. I did baseball because I was unemployed like a while, bro, and I was doing it to make ends meet. Yeah. And that's when I started feeling out whether I want to, make this a thing or not.
Yeah. And
I was burned out by I'll do the weekend games, and then Monday and Tuesday, I was burned out, bro. Yeah. But I had to do it because that's what paid the bills.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I was feeling my way around in softball. I even did fast pitch softball. It just wasn't for me because I felt like I was cheating the kids because I didn't like it. Yeah. I was just there for the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what, was there a difference between baseball and basketball, parents, the culture of each of those sports?
Baseball, you can get away with a little bit more than you can in basketball. Basketball is kind of more, I'm not going to say controlled environment, but we don't really take as much as we would in baseball. Like baseball, you can say some out-of-pocket stuff and be like, okay, that's a warning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can be like, well, that was a messed up call. That was a effed up call or whatever. And you'd be like, man, all right, coach, go sit down.
Yeah.
But you ain't saying basketball, hey,
right.
You out of here.
So did you do, what levels of play did you officiate in basketball and baseball?
Well, basketball, I try not to do anything below middle school.
Yeah.
Because, as you know, you get below that, it's like you're babysitting.
Yeah.
But baseball, the older kids were a lot better, like the high school kids, the high school games.
Okay. So you did we're in Georgia, so you did GHSA, basketball,
and baseball
too.
Yes.
And you did rec baseball too.
Correct.
Perfect game or whatever it is.
Yeah, rec baseball only did travel games. I didn't want to do rec because it just took too long. And it was, sorry.
Yeah. Game requirements, game details, length of innings, all that stuff. And, I think there's a sweet spot in terms of how long those games are and how much we get paid and
True.
How many, how long you're gonna be outside for, all that kind of stuff. So just figuring out those margins, and all of that stuff is there's some strategy in that. So did you like your passion was basketball more than baseball, or did you?
After a while, I would say basketball was more of my source, but I love, if I know that I was going to do travel ball or high school ball, I knew it was going to be some good games. So I was willing to, because in baseball, man, it's not like basketball. Baseball, you got a partner and y'all going to switch up. Either he's going to do the field or he's going to do the plate. Yeah. So who's going to put on the equipment first? Right. Depending on how hot it is outside too, to put on all the equipment. So you'd be like, you take the plate first, or I'll take the plate these games, you take the field this game, or whatever.
Yeah. So did you feel like the coaches behaved worse in baseball or basketball? Did you basketball?
Yes.
So what about the parents? Do you feel like the parents were worse in one of those sports?
Basketball. Yeah.
Dang.
Most definitely basketball. Baseball, man, it's more like they're yelling from the bleachers. You know what I mean? And you're on the field. So you have more of control of that. And you can call timeout and be like, look, I'm warning you. Coach, this parent is disruptive. If he keeps talking, you got to do something with him. We're not going to continue this game until you handle it. So you can kind of do that. In basketball, you can say that, but you know how that goes.
Right. So, have you... I guess I'm sure you've seen the videos and all of the TikTok stuff and everything that spreads around with basketball games and soft baseball. It just feels like the crowd is on you. You know what I mean? In baseball too, right? I just see, and I did a little bit of softball, some little minor, little t-ball or whatever. And the parents are right by the fence and right behind the catchers, the home plate.
Right.
And they just like, just like, man, that stuff is annoying too. You know what I mean?
It is annoying, but it didn't bother me as much as basketball, man. It's just, I don't know, it's different beast. It's a totally different beast because I don't know. I just didn't feel like that in baseball.
Wow.
But basketball, it does something to you.
Yeah, and I think, there's just this cumulative effect in basketball that happens for me, right? I think, and I don't know if this is the way it is with you, Jess, but we used to have long days of basketball, right? 7, 8 games, which is too many. Right?
Yeah, when you was younger.
Yeah, for sure. Ain't no doubt. But and I think doing that number of games, I know my level of officiating has deteriorated after that many, right?
After the third game, you're done.
We're probably not that good, especially if you got good play, right?
Right.
But I think just hearing those fans and hearing the coaches and having to deal with it for so long, I almost have PTSD by game 6 from all that I heard in game 1. You know what I mean? So I don't know if baseball's like that, if you get a run rule or you get somebody, you know what I mean? Like some parents are okay or some teams are okay. You just don't hear it. But basketball, it feels like, do you think it just is bad? I know basketball is bad. Do you feel like the behavior since you started doing it has gotten better, worse, or stayed the same?
Well, when I did it, it was years ago, so it wasn't really kind of that serious. You're going to have your parents that, that act the idiot about their kids. But it wasn't that deep to me. I could take it then.
Yeah.
But when you get older, man, it's like a whole lot of stuff, life kicks in, and you're like dealing with stuff over here. Then you got to take your mind from here to there. And then all that stuff compiles and it just adds up.
Yeah.
A lot of referees should get PTSD pay. because it's crazy.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And I mean, as you get older, it just depends on where you're at in life.
Yeah.
Either you care, you don't, or you're gonna do like in basketball, you're gonna do this and you're gonna do that. You're gonna do this age group, you're gonna do this age group, and then after a while, as you get older and get more into it and get more seasoned, it's like I just want to do this.
Yeah.
I just want to do this age group. I just want to do this age group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But do you think from year 1 to year 15, do you think the behavior has gotten better, or do you think it's gotten worse?
Worse.
So you feel like a great many of us that the behavior overall has gotten worse over time.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
I mean, I told you the reason why I stopped doing basketball.
Do you mind sharing that?
No, I don't. I mean, the reason I did, I had a 16-year run, and then, I don't know, probably like in my 13th to 16th year, stuff just started looking different. You know what I mean? I started feeling different. It's like I used to be excited about going to a varsity game and doing games. Now it's like, oh man, I got this. I got to go do this team, and I know this coach gonna be an asshole. And I got to put up with this. And then the guys that you're working with, you got to make sure they on point. And accepting game with a crew, you look at who you working with and be like, oh, this dude, the R, oh my God, it's gonna be some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like it's just gonna be crazy. So I mean, from the time that I caught myself in a recent game. I had Central Gwinnett and Collins Hill, and in the midst of that game, I don't know. I had an anxiety attack. You know what I mean? Like because Central who had the ball? I think Collins Hill had the ball, and I'm standing in the slot. Coach is behind me, and I'm okay. I'm just standing there relaxed, watching the game, watching, them bring the ball up the court. So something happened, the ball got loose, the coach behind me was screaming, timeout, timeout, timeout. So I was like, timeout. Collins Hill had the ball. Central called timeout. So I'm like stuck. I'm like, oh shit, what did I just do? You know what I mean? And I couldn't recover from that. I couldn't be like, okay, shake it off, bad call, move on. I couldn't. It's like that time and moment, it's like my breathing went crazy. It's like I started sweating and I was like almost in a panic mode. So then, I shook it off, got myself together, which I thought I did. Yeah. Man, the rest of that game, I was garbage. Luckily it was only a minute and a half left and the right team won. Because I had a play.
Oh, so it was late in the game.
It was late in the game. So I had a play from Collins Hill coming down, and my partner was I was in the slot again over on this side. He was in the lead. I mean, I'm standing there, seeing the play come down the court. This player just runs this dude over.
Yeah.
My call. Froze. Couldn't move. Couldn't even put no air in the wheels. I'm like a deer in headlights, like my partner got it. I was like, you know what? So I tried to play it off. I was like, okay, that's just one bad experience. And then over time, it's just like anytime I got into a situation that causes chaos or where I had to make, a hasty decision, I was off. My game wasn't there anymore because it started here. And then once I couldn't get it out my brain, you know how you make a bad call, move on, let's go. I couldn't shake it. Dude, I literally, after the game, it's like I had to go to the locker room and decompress. Like I had to just decompress, dude. And
so Jess, I know you, how did the fans react? Were they and the coaches and the crew, how were they? Did they?
Man, you already know. They came out on the court. They came out on the floor. What's his name? Jerome. You know Jerome. He's assistant coach. Yeah. He was like, how you do that? You and your feelings, this, that, and the other. And I was done. I couldn't explain it. I couldn't take it. I just wanted to, you know how you have those Snicker commercials, like you eat a Snicker, make it yourself, get back to yourself. For sure. I just wanted to run off the court into the locker room, grab my stuff, and go home. That's how I felt.
But Jess, we've all made mistakes. You've made mistakes on the court before. What do you think made this different? Like, what about it at this? You think it was just what you going through at life, or what?
No, man, it was my mental. It has to all do mental, man. I mean, mental. That stuff is serious. Like it's dead serious. Like mental confusion and all that stuff. It's
Fatigue and
no, it's not fatigue. It's just something that happens. I mean, stress in your life. I mean, having anxiety attacks. Something triggered it. I don't know what it is, and I still don't know to this day. That I've been trying to figure out what it is. But you're right. It was probably life, but also the being in the game and ref, you ain't this, you ain't that. You need to get this up and. Look, you got missed calls. You know how they do. You get missed calls and all this stuff. And I'm like, man, even when I came back, I took a 2-year hiatus. And I came back. And the first thing Kevin did was put me in a tournament game, in the Thanksgiving game.
high state game.
I did I had 3, 6, 8 dudes, 1 7 foot. You know what I mean? Like it was just like a freaking college high state game after coming off hiatus, and I'm here.
Put right in them.
You know what I mean? So you know how I felt, and I thought I was ready, but I wasn't. I mean, I managed it, but I wasn't ready.
Yeah. Did you feel safe when that moment happened in the game and with Central and Collins Hill?
I wasn't thinking about safety then. I was just thinking about trying to get myself back together. You know what I mean? I'm trying to calm down Wusa and bring it in, but I couldn't.
Yeah. Well, I know, man, I've been trying to work on some breathing things, and I found when I hit a point where I feel off kilter in matches and in games, like I've recently tried to do this. I've done some basketball games. I try not to do very much basketball anymore. But I still enjoy it. I still love it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just one of my first loves. You know what I'm saying?
I love it too. I be sitting in front of the TV still doing mechanics like this.
Like still popping.
I still pop it while I'm watching TV. So it's crazy.
So I mean, I think, this guy, James Nestor, was talking about it, and he has a book called Breathe, and he just talks about how important it is to staying calm, and he's got some techniques. I'll share them with you. I don't know if you want to check them out, but I think, man, like I hate that happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Because are you doing basketball now?
No.
Do you plan on doing it again? You think you see yourself?
I don't know, unless I take some drugs or something. I don't know. It's just crazy, man. I can't wrap my mind around it. But actually, you taught me a long time ago to you said, hey, when you blowing your whistle, you remember when you told me you was like, you have your whistle and you already have your whistle in your mouth and you already in that breath to blow the whistle.
Yeah.
And you said you got to breathe through it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you see a call, throw it up, then. You know what I mean? You taught me that a long time ago.
Well, I hope I shared some things that were pretty okay with you.
I took a lot.
I mean, I know I'm one of those guys that's out there, man. I mean, like I'm an old school referee.
Yeah,
I don't really like poor behavior.
No, you don't.
You know what I'm saying? And I know there's loopholes in things, man. And I mean, and really, man, I part of what this is about is trying to restore the purpose of sports, right? I mean,
I get it.
I think we've just gone off the rails with what this is really about. You know what I'm saying?
We have, man. You already know it. It just got rough now, tougher now because these kids are getting paid. So now the parents are going to act much more of a fool than they did before. My child, the next LeBron James, or either my child's going to get me a new house. I need this 1.4. And I don't need you to call these bad calls on him. I need you to make him look good. Like, what? Are we getting a piece of this change? I'm not understanding.
No.
I'm not, bro. I would not step in an AAU game ever again. I would never do an AAU.
You're not gonna
never.
No more rec ball.
Oh, my mom.
So
never.
So Jess, hold up a second. But wait a minute. Let me ask you this, because this is what I believe, right? I believe we need you, right? I mean, we've talked. You know, we've talked about how this cycle and the system is broken and how we need to fix it, how we can fix
Ain't
it.
no fixing this.
But hold up, Jet. Hold up.
I'm listening.
We
I'm
can.
listening.
I'm optimistic.
I see.
We can fix it.
Okay, tell me
All
how.
we got to do is
Please
act.
tell me how.
We got to act. This is the first part of it is having these conversations. Because once we start having them, hopefully someone else is going to have them. Hopefully we're going to shed light on some other stuff because we're human, right? I mean, we're going to make mistakes. And you shouldn't be have panic attacks or anxiety attacks over some calls you make over a basketball game. This is not any life or death stuff. It's not. It's one call in one game. It's an inadvertent whistle, which we've all had. Right? So it shouldn't be something that pushes you out of the game. And part of what I believe is that we need your leadership. We need your voice. We need you to help mentor and guide some of these younger officials. Because if you're not there, then the whole next generation of officials, and it's a small one, there's not very many younger officials coming in. We need you. They're not going to have the knowledge. They're not going to have the mentoring, the leaders, the anything to prepare for these next level games. So I want you to really, I don't want to push you. I can't push you, but I really want to encourage you to at least show up in some way for these young officials. You know what I'm saying?
I'm definitely on that. I mean, I'm on that. I ain't gonna hold you, I'm for real. Okay. But I'm saying, like, have you ever heard a kid say, "I want to grow up and be an official"? Have you ever heard anybody say that? Any culture, any race, anything. You ever heard anybody say, "I want to be an official"?
No.
Exactly. We don't say that until the end of our careers and be like, I still want to stick around the game. I still want to, so I'm gonna do this. But most of the young cats that's coming up, I'm willing to teach the young cats that's coming up. I think I have a lot to offer
for sure.
them teaching than for me being on the court.
For sure.
Me being on the court as official, like, I got my own official group that I have. I have like a YMCA account that I do I get officials for the kids. So the first thing I do, I try to get the college kids, because, you pay them, they'll keep around. You pay them right out the game, they're going to come, they're going to keep coming.
Sure.
But I have to, at the same time, be like, look, this is what I expect you to do, because they have no skills or no past.
No experience.
No experience at all. So I'm like, I go there and I'll be like, okay, look, I go there, watch them, then I'll give them a couple takes or whatever. And I try to teach them and guide them. It's not something that they want to do. It's just something they're doing to make extra money. So, but in case one comes up to me and be like, hey, you know what? I want to seriously do this. I would definitely take his hand and guide him, because I feel I got a lot, to teach.
Good. I mean, it is rare, and I definitely don't hear a lot of basketball players we come to it late. You're absolutely right. I mean, I think there may be one or two cats in the league that may have said that, but
Richard Jefferson?
Jefferson? I mean, maybe, there may be a couple, but making that amount of money, it involves even more of handling games with professional players, right? I mean, I think that's even much more difficult. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't really have, they don't have too much of a voice to respond to things that they're accused of, right? So it's tough, man. I mean, and my thought process is that I believe and I hope that there's a price point where we can push the rate of officials up to get you and some of the veterans that really are good teachers, good mentors, to come back and support this younger generation of officials. If I paid you, if I doubled your rate or tripled your game rate, would you think about doing a rec? You would?
No. No.
Dang.
I mean, to really be honest and tell the truth, I wouldn't do it. Bro, it's, us.
Yeah.
Us. Yeah. We're going to act a fool in the stands regardless if our kid good or bad. They can get blowed out by 20, but it's your fault because they blowed out by 20 because you missed 2 calls.
Right.
Like, how does that work?
So what if the culture and the environment changed where, maybe behavior, there was a code of conduct for parents and coaches' behavior. And they, it was an environment, and I'm just saying in a perfect world, right?
Yeah, you got to be saying
I am.
world.
I'm just saying in a perfect world where we didn't tolerate parents acting like that. Would you do it then? Would you consider it then?
It has to be a drastic change for me. I mean, there's a difference between us and them. I want to say that. Between black people are going to act different, white people are going to act different. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, but in certain environments where I know how to control, like Peachtree Corners, I'll do Peachtree Corners all day. Because I've been around that ball, I know what it is, I know how to handle that environment. But when you step into an AAU environment, like in a Lake Point, like all of a sudden you got 4 games that day, right?
Yeah.
You got 2 girl games, maybe a couple of boys games, easy game. That last game, you got D1 players stepping on the court. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, it went from inexperience to experience.
Right.
And you know how that goes. Kevin will schedule you a game, you'll have this sorry game, and you doing it all day. And then all of a sudden, now we got to pay attention in our 4th game that we've been doing all day. So now we got to, the flags are up. We got to concentrate. We got to get ourselves. That doesn't work like that. Because no, hold on. But you see college officials, NBA officials, whatever, they doing 1 game, bro.
Right.
1 game that they have to prepare for.
True.
We do 2 as a high school officials. We do a girls and a boys game. Your mental has to be intact to do both of those games. We just breezing through the girls' game, trying to get to the boys' game. We just keep the girls from killing themselves or whatever, hurting themselves, babysit.
Right.
So we get to it. But yet in that game, you're gonna have difficulties trying to get to that game because you just want the clock to keep moving. But yet you got idiots in the stand. Like you can call on the girls' game. How many fouls do you think you can call in the first? You can foul a girls' game out in the first quarter.
Some games.
Yeah, some games you can. So parents want us to sit there all day and make these calls so this game can last 2 hours. Like that's not how it goes. You know what I'm saying? That's why they need to understand how our side works. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm enforcing like, hey, these parents need to take classes or learn the rules or study up before that kid even needs to step on the court.
Right.
So they don't yell out dumb stuff and just hinder us from doing our job.
Right. Well, they have a perspective, right? And they're entitled to it. But the thing for me that I believe is that when you begin to distract and interfere and threaten and show a level of unsportsmanship, then that's what I'm really concerned about from a fan perspective.
You get that part?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if you're asking me to be disciplined and have emotional control, then I believe everybody should be disciplined and have emotional control.
You're right, but the thing is, the first thing they're going to tell you, you're not professional. You're not acting professional. But yet you get to act the idiot.
Right.
And I have to maintain control and be like, wait, hold on, look. That's not fair, bro.
Right. And that's why I think everybody needs to be accountable. And you're right. I mean, we have to definitely help people understand more what officiating is about. It's about angles, the complexity of the job, right? I mean, it's not an easy job to do, first of all. So, I mean, there definitely needs to be a code of conduct for sure.
Definitely.
And I also believe that the coaches need to be vetted better, right? I mean, but we're gonna have to have some type of system, in at least rec-wise, where we're supporting these younger kids to learn how to do high school ball, right? So there's so much now, man. I mean, I just think really that if we doubled referee salaries, right, and half the number of games we did, then I think we'd be better off, right?
Be more efficient.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'd be more efficient.
I mean, the games will go better. the game details are even raggedy, right? So I mean, here it is, that rec game that you did with 10 D1 players on it. I bet it was only scheduled to last an hour and 5 minutes. So really, I mean, like, that's a legitimate college game, right?
Yes.
Where not someone, 3 people should be on the court, first of all.
It should be on the court, but they got 2 people on the court for a D1 game, and they expect us to make all the right calls.
It's impossible. And to finish the game in an hour and a half, right? I mean, if you look at when we won the Natty, right? That game took 2.5 hours.
That man said we won the Natty.
Right. I mean, I gotta give it in.
You from Michigan?
Yeah, man. I was born around. I went to University of Michigan.
And who?
I'm truly represented.
What up, though?
Yeah. What up, though? But for real, I mean, like, we have to make sure that the game details match the pay rate, right? So there's so many things systemically that are wrong that I think if we change them, it would end up better, right? Because if you were getting $150, $200 for a 1.5 hour game, you call whatever fouls you needed to call in that game, wouldn't you?
Right.
So, I mean, that's the whole point is that we're getting a third less pay and having to fit that game with one less official and in a third of the time. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. That's the stuff that I want, along with getting that code of conduct for parents to shift, right? Is that the system is messed up.
Yeah, it's gonna stay messed up. It's never gonna get correct. But let me ask you this though.
We're gonna get it. I'm telling you, we're going to shift it.
Man, good luck with that.
Okay. You're gonna help me shift it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I can. But, hey, I'm gonna do my part while I'm here. But bro, I'm telling you, it's sad out here.
Yeah, I know.
It's sad, bro.
I know.
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
So how would you officiate a running clock game differently from when you officiate a stop clock game?
Oh, heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Come on, man. They be shooting free throws in the first 5 minutes of the game.
First 5
minutes of the game. Come on,
first
man.
2-3 minutes.
Listen, man. If it runs for free throws, we in the double bonus, and I'm hoping we're playing 5 fouls. Shoot, the new rules, right?
The new rule, they all did double bonus.
Well, some play still
yeah, you're right.
Some of the rec leagues still play 7 is 1-1, right?
Yeah.
So basically, the new high school rule, NFHS rule, is at the 5th foul you get 2 free throws.
Mm-hmm.
So really, if the clock stops on that 5th free throw, what I'm saying is if it's a running, I may not call as many fouls, but if it runs during free throws, I'm calling a bunch of whistles all day. And that's the thing, man.
That's fair.
I'm trying to get, that point across is that there are opportunities for us to do that, right? So we need to take advantage of those games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
and those details are critical, man.
Yeah, they critical. So you getting $20 for a running clock. But so what? You get more money for a running clock and less money for a stop clock.
Man, listen, and I tell you, man, it's true. The younger kids, and this is all about game details and a whole bunch of other stuff that I think is part of the solutions that we need to talk about with basketball. The younger kids are playing games that are so long. They do not need to play a game that's the length of a high school varsity game. You know what I'm saying?
What age group would you say that?
I mean, we shouldn't have 10s and 12s, right?
No, you shouldn't.
I mean, we shouldn't have 10s and 12s playing, 18-minute halves.
That's just a long day for nothing.
Right. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So, I mean, to me, I just think, there's so much, man, and, there's so much to unpack, but really, man, what I want to do is I want to really honor you for the service that you put in and for the mentoring that you've done. And I want, in some way, to keep you coming back here to talk about these things. I want to keep you close to the game, close to officials, because we've got to have you. We really got to have you. Baseball, basketball, we need you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there, but just not in that capacity of getting on the court and putting on strikes and putting a whistle in my mouth.
Well,
that's far. Yeah. That's,
you don't think you'll ever do that again? You don't
I'm
see
not
yourself?
Gonna say ever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say ever. It's gonna happen gradually, eventually, one day, someday. Yeah, I mean, so I'm pick and choose what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'll probably come back to it next year and do because this year I stepped back into it, bro. I did 10 games.
How'd you feel before that?
Before what?
The games that you did.
Nervous. Felt like anxiety attacks. I took I don't know if you ever heard of ashwagandha. It's a herb. You heard of ashwagandha? It relaxes you and all of that. So I popped one of them, like a Vicodin or some shit. You know what I mean? You got to be calm and smooth. So you got to come in with that. So I try to approach the game in a different way. And then when I was in that situation that I felt, I was in a situation then when I did those Hoosgiving game and the Christmas tournament and all that. But I was working with veteran people who knew, coach. You ever Man, that coach is 5 foot full of shit.
Yeah.
This dude. I don't know if we can cuss or not, but
it's all right.
But bleep it out.
And we'll probably bleep out the name of the team too. So,
but that coach, bro, I had Michael Hawthorne and I had Anthony Thornton.
Yeah.
Man, Anthony teed up the coach. He threw out fans. You know, I work with people that can handle it. So just in case I blank out or whatever, freeze up, they there to handle it. So I make sure I surround myself with veteran officials because I don't want to seem like the weakest link of the crew.
Right.
You know, because coaches can smell that.
Oh, yeah.
They be like, oh, yeah, I'm on him.
Well, I mean, if you're the weakest link, then they think that, and you got 15 years, they got another thing coming.
Yeah, you're right.
But
it'll pop back. Look, I'll pop back in a second.
Right. So let me ask you this, Jess. Did some of that stuff, did you bring any of that home? Do you think?
No, I didn't bring it home. The only thing I brought home when I played and lost. If I played basketball,
playing impacts you more than
playing.
Appreciate. You didn't really.
Well, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna switch it up. Because it's been some nights I came home games, not in tears or just, sad or unhappy. It was just, I was like, damn it, man, why did I do that? You know what I mean? You kicking yourself because you could have handled that better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could have handled that in a different situation if you was in the right mindset.
Yeah.
But mental illness, for real, bro, that thing, you never know. You can be good and then all of a sudden you just fall off.
Right.
Stuff just starting to bother you, little things. You be like, why am I so upset about that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's mental health is a thing, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we definitely got some stuff forthcoming around that because I know it's important to us, and there are not a lot of jobs that are like this one. And that's the part for me that, I think we need some hazard pay about, but we talk about
we should get PTSD pay,
we should,
hazard pay.
Definitely should.
Hazard duty pay.
We should.
I got that in the military. Should get it in officiating.
Sometimes it's a war zone out here.
You hear about the one the lady drove on the softball field and tried to run over the umpire?
Come on.
Bro, she drove grandma. I'm not lying. I promise I'm not making this up, bro. She got pissed at the umpire and drove her car on the field and tried to chase. She was chasing the umpire, bro.
Wow.
That was crazy.
Look for that one. Did you see the Little League hockey game with all the little kids fighting?
No, I didn't.
I'm going to show you that one.
That's wild.
Well, Jess, man, we got to wrap it up. We going to have you got an open invitation to come back anytime. I know I'm going to see you again. Hopefully in the next week or two, man. We basically have just started to peel the onion back on some of this stuff. We got a couple other things happening, hopefully soccer stuff and some volleyball stuff and some some hockey stuff. I got some hockey guys.
That man said hockey guys. Who you know do hockey?
I got a couple guys, man.
Wow.
There's a minor league team in South Georgia, so we got some officials, and there's a ice rink, and I used to play hockey. So
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. I win.
I'll tell you about that.
Man,
Talk about that. So when we get the hockey guys in here, when you gonna be in here too? So listen, we just I just really wanna say I appreciate you for coming in, man.
Yep. Anytime, bro.
Pleasure, man. I don't want to take too much more of your time, but I really just want to reiterate that players, parents, and officials are different. And I think those moments teach us something and they show us something. And what I want is to ask us is, what is our behavior as adults? What's that teaching the kids? So
Right.
not just from us as officials, but it's different than just the scoreboard. It's about money. I know it's about all of that, but we really are going to have to start taking care of the people that are taking care of the game. So
You're right. Can I share one more story?
yeah.
I was in a league playing a game, and it was this young official, and we was in a league playing. Yeah, I'm very competitive. I mean, drop a dime, I cuss you out, whatever, do what I got to do to win. So we had this young official on the court. So I know the team that we playing is going to whoop our tail. I mean, I already know. So I'm trying to keep us in the game.
Yeah.
I think I was like 40-something in my 40s. I'm still out there like I'm John Moran or something, bro. I'm hurting like a mug.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this young official comes down. I go for a shot. Hits nothing. I regain the ball and go back up. He called travel. I lost my mind.
Yeah.
I cussed that dude out so bad I had to go apologize to him. You know what I mean? It was because when you're out there and you're a player and a ref makes a call, you're gonna argue, but you really don't know because you're not a ref.
Right.
I'm a ref.
Right.
So I'm like, bro, that's not a travel. I mean, I snapped on him the whole game.
Did he whack you?
No, he ain't whack. He was young. He ain't know better. He know how to handle himself. He didn't even have his shirt tucked in. So he had the one of the whistles where he just holds it and put it, those type refs. So it was so bad I had to apologize to him. This dude came on, he's like, bro, I was like, I do this, blah, 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 whatever. So he came over, he's like, man, you're right. I looked it up. I was like, of course I'm right. And then I had to take it back. And I was like, you know what? Young guy, he don't know. He gave me his number for me to train him. Afterwards, after I went through all that. I'm talking about, he could have teed me up and threw me out. That's how bad I acted.
Wow.
It was crazy. I was pissed.
Wow.
But it just goes to show you that, okay, you put something on the court, but you don't know the rules. And that's going to get you in trouble every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Young official.
Yeah.
If you're going to hit the court, take the time.
Yeah, that's what we hope, man. I mean, and I
So-
think sometimes as players, we think we know the game, you know what I mean? But we really don't know we may know the game, but we don't know the rules.
Right, exactly. And they was
So
like, back in college when I played, that was 20 years ago.
It was I tell kids sometimes the ball wasn't round when I played. So
Then they shoot the ball on live. That just means he can't shoot free throws.
Right.
Chill out. So if I make a call, he gets 2 shots and make one and miss the other. What is that?
it kind of lies.
Right.
All right, Jess.
Yeah, man. All right, appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, man.
I'm gonna take up no more of your time.
Well, we're gonna have more time. So thanks for coming, man. And we'll see you again real soon.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.